What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment. How's it going? YouTube live. All right, I don't have a lot of time because it's late at night and I'm tired. I just got I got done covering Screenfest this evening, just a couple of hours ago in LA. So I'm beat. I'm exhausted. I just want to go to bed. But I want to talk a bit about the Star Trek Discovery Episode 5 that happened this past evening. Choose Your Pain is the title, but I bet you a lot of Star Trek fans, my fellow Trekkers out there, the only thing we can take out of this episode was the fact that it dropped F-bomb. Tilly, I think that's the name of Michael Burnham's roommate. I'm still trying to remember all the names. Remember, I'm not good with names, I'm good with faces. But yeah, Tilly. Tilly said, "This is fucking cool." And I think Lieutenant Stammen also replied the same thing. It's fucking cool. So I don't remember the last time. I don't remember the last time a Star Trek show used an F word, but probably because the previous Star Trek installments were on regular network. Remember, this is on CBS All Access. This is CBS's streaming services. So it's like Hulu. It's like Netflix. It's like Amazon Prime, so or HBO, so the rules are different. So they are allowed to say F word. But I asked my friend about tonight's episode. I mean, she's a bigger Star Trek fan than I am. And she had mixed feelings about it. I asked her, "What do you think? Did you like it, or do you think that a Starfleet member should never curse, should never drop an F-bomb, or do you think the fact that this episode dropped an F-bomb, do you think that cheapens the show? Do you think that cheapens Star Trek in general?" So that's the question I'm throwing to you. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. But real quick, the episode again is about the continuation of last week's episode with regards to the tardigrade. I still call him Reaper. This creature that the Star Trek Discovery ship used for their spore drive. So it was interesting because, again, it's about animal rights abuse sort of story that they're going with. And Michael Burnham really empathizes with this thing. And it seems like everybody around her is unable to empathize like she does, except for the doctor. And tonight we saw also Saru versus Michael. But what I love about that, spoiler alert, this video contains spoiler. But what I love about Saru versus Michael dynamic is that at the end of it, Saru was very honest to Michael. He said something along the line of, "Hey, I was jealous. Okay, you got to be the right hand person to Captain Giorgio, Philippa, played by Michelle Yeoh. I never got that opportunity. I was envious of that." And in return, Michael Burnham was also straight up honest with Saru about how she felt. And I thought that was like the coolest dynamic ever. You know, if we as humans could be honest, but in a polite way like that, about how we feel about each other at times, I think this world could be a better place. I know it sounds cliche, but not too honest. Okay, we don't want to know everything that's on your mind about us. But I like that. Hey, I just want to be straight up with you, 100%. You know, keep it clear. I mean, keep it real. I'm keeping it real. This is how it is. And I'm going to improve myself because I see that as my weakness. So that was just very stand-up move on Saru's part, in my opinion. Tonight we also saw Rainn Wilson as Harry Mudd. He calls himself the survivor. I describe him as the kind of survivor that cockroaches will survive in the events of a nuclear atomic wasteland bomb. So that's the kind of survivor Harry Mudd is, because he's a guy that only looks out for number one. And I love his story about Stella because all I could think of is that gorgeous classic play or the movie with Marlon Brando. At any moment, I was expecting Harry Mudd to just get on his knees and go like, Stella! I was like, that's cool. But of course that didn't happen. What else? Before I'm done here, because again, I'm so exhausted. I'm trying to get all the notes that I have here addressed to you. Christopher Pike was mentioned, the name Christopher Pike. Well, it's not mentioned, but you saw Christopher Pike's name on the monitor screen because Saru was comparing himself to all the other captains that had existed, the great ones in the history of Starfleet. And I was like, hey, Christopher Pike. So that was a nice Easter egg. One last note before I go. Lieutenant Stamlet and all Michael Burnham and everybody was trying to figure out a way around the tardigrade, around the Reaper, so that they would not hurt the animal further. And that was a nice scene to me because that was science, well, science fiction, but science at work. You know, I was just expecting Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad to just burst out and say, yeah, science, bitch. But I like that. See, if only we had more of that and less of the war thing. But again, we've gone through this before. It's a long story arc. It's not procedural. It's not totally about exploration. It's not about, you know, learning stuff. But whenever we get those few moments of learning and discovering or you know, researching or the science stuff, any moment we can get those moments, that's awesome. We appreciate those. We cherish those as many as we can get them. So yeah, that was cool. I think that was my last note. Overall, the whole kidnapping of Captain Lorca and the rescue, still not sure why Klingons did that exactly. I'm just hoping that they would be much more I don't know, much more, what's the word I'm looking for, clever than that. Instead of just like straight up, oh, we're going to kidnap the captain and that's it. One theory is that to pry the captain's knowledge of the tardigrade, you know, because apparently Star Trek Discovery is now the Starfleet's secret weapon, but we don't know. It seems that now we have a new additional member too to the Star Trek Discovery. His name is Tyler, the new guy. We don't know, you know, if he's just putting on a face. Maybe he's there to infiltrate the ship. Maybe he's gonna betray them. You know, we don't know because he's been with the Klingons for quite some time. At least in the that's what the Klingon that got shot in the face said. Hey, after all that we've been through, this is how you play me. So we don't know. Maybe that's just an act. My guess is let's keep an eye on. Sorry, the battery's running out. Let's keep an eye on this guy, this new guy named Tyler. We don't know what his motives are. I think those are the notes that I have about tonight's episode. Again, please make sure you subscribe to CBS All Access through the link that I provide you in the description box below this video, because Rama Screen is an affiliate of CBS All Access. So if you become, or if you subscribe, or you get your friends to subscribe through the link that I provide you, then that's one way for you to help support Rama Screen. We get some percentage of that sale. So please help us out. Rainn Wilson as Harry Mudd, I'm not against that. I know my friend Diana totally thinks that this show should not have a famous name like Rainn Wilson as part of it. But I thought, yeah, Jason Isaac is kind of famous too. She thought it was kind of a distraction. I don't blame her. And again, the fucking cool. What do I think about the fucking cool being mentioned? Diana said it should have been in a different context when there's some badass action going, instead of just some because it came across as a gimmick tonight. I thought it was okay. I didn't have a beef with fucking cool. I mean, this, you know, the first time ever in a Star Trek show. Yeah, I hope it doesn't get said too many times, because then it's like, okay, guys, we're not in a fucking Deadwood show, okay? This is not HBO. So dial it notch, dial it down a notch. Once a, once in a blue moon, F-bomb, fine by me. That's totally fine. All right. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel and go to patreon.com/ramascreen. Pledge $1 or $2 per month. It can go a long way. Okay. I do red carpet interviews. I do press junkets. I do reviews, TV reviews. I need all the help I can get. I need your help. Please support independent entertainment media like Rama Screen. Let's rock this.